In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Illustrator to make a letter-based logo that has two interlocking letters. First of all, you need to open Illustrator. It's the orange icon that says AI. This is an example of what an interlocking letter logo might look like. So be sure to choose two different letters that will look good together, and both have rounded shapes that will fit nicely together. So to begin with, you're going to create a new document and title it Interlocking Letters Logo and put your name on it. Double check that the size is set to letter size and then click OK. So with my blank document, I'm going to grab the text tool, which is the big T right here. And right now my color is set to white. I can see the fill here and here. And I have a white background, so that's not going to work. I'm going to go ahead and change this to just a random color for now. I'll choose this blue. And I'm going to set the stroke, this box here, to none. I'm going to click one time and write the letters DQ. Of course, you can choose whichever letters you want. Then it's really tiny, so I'm going to click and drag to highlight those letters and then change it to a really big size. I'm going to say 200. So go through the fonts and choose ones that you think look good. I chose two fonts. Let's see. Franklin Gothic Medium for the D. And for the Q, I chose Adobe Garamond Pro. You can choose whatever letters you like, or whatever fonts you like that look good. All right, I'm going to take the direct selection tool, which is the white arrow, and I'm going to draw a box around both letters. What I'm going to do is change this from a text object into an image object by going to Type, Create Outlines. Now I'm going to select, click off in the corner to deselect both letters. I'm going to select only the D and then use the arrow keys on the keyboard to nudge the D over so that it's overlapping with the Q. Now I'm going to change the color of the D. First I'm going to select this red color, but it's kind of a generic red. So I'm going to open up my color panel over here on the side and tear that off for a minute. Close this back down. And I'm going to use these sliders to make it a more of a rich, deep, dark red. Now I'm going to choose my Q, and to begin with I'm going to choose this yellow, but I actually want it to be more gold. So I'm going to move these sliders around until I get more of a color that I like. Something like that I think looks good. All right, now I need to do the interlocking part. So I want to get rid of this little part of the Q so it looks like the D is going over the top of it. There's many different ways that you can do that, but for this project we're going to use the Pathfinder tool. So with the white arrow, the direct selection tool, I'm going to click and draw a box around both objects so that they're both selected. The Pathfinder panel is not a default over here on the side, so I'm going to have to go over here to Window and find it on the menu. Here is the Pathfinder panel, and I'm going to click this one, which is called Divide. So let's go ahead and take the zoom tool and draw a box around that so that we can see what happened. So everywhere that the letters intersected, it divided those pieces apart. So if I take the direct selection tool and grab, okay, let's deselect it, grab this little section, now it's a separate piece. So I've divided this into its different sections. So I'm going to undo that with Control Z, and all I'm going to do is keep this selected, get the eyedropper tool, click on the D so that it changes that part of the cue to that color. So now when I click off of that, it looks like they are in fact interlocking. These are still all separate pieces, so what I want to do is put them together into one piece. So I'm going to select this part of the D, hold down Shift, get this little chunk, get this part. Now the entire, all the little pieces that make up the D are selected. Now I'm going to choose in the Pathfinder panel Unite. Now all of those red pieces are one object. I'm going to do the same thing with the cue. So I'm going to get this part of the cue, hold down Shift, get this little section and this section. Then I'm going to click the Unite button. So now all those separate pieces of the cue are one single object. So if I need to change the color of this, it will make it a lot easier. Instead of having to go in and select all the tiny little pieces, they're all united into one, so it will make that easier to do. Well, this project is finished. Make sure that you save your changes. That's it for now.